Hi, everyone. I'm Sandra Lee, the Senior Editor of Drugstore News. Today, we're speaking with John Colaizzi. He's Vice President and Head of Enterprise Pharmacy Practice at Walgreens and Co-Chair of Walgreens Dean's Advisory Council. Hi, John. Thanks for joining us again today. It's great to see you.
Hi, Sandra. It's good to see you too. Always happy to speak with you.
Terrific. And congratulations are in order. Walgreens recently celebrated the one-year anniversary of launching its Dean's Advisory Council with 17 pharmacy school deans. That's quite a large number. So let's get right to it. Why did Walgreens feel the time was right to do this?
Great place to start. Our history with working with pharmacy deans really goes back about 40 years, actually, when we first started what we called our annual Walgreens Deans Seminar, where we brought together all roughly 140 U.S. pharmacy deans from around the country to provide them with various industry updates and give them an opportunity to engage with our senior leaders. And they have loved this seminar over the years. Walgreens really serves as a proxy for what's happening in the profession. We're independent, we're not vertically integrated with any payers or PBMs. So the opportunities and challenges that we share with them is very much representative of what's happening across all of community pharmacy. And that's a tradition that we continue today, except last year we pivoted a little bit. We actually expanded that seminar to what we now call the Walgreens Academic Seminar, and we extend that invite to all pharmacy school faculty. In fact, this past year, we had over 1,000 faculty members on our virtual seminar. So in a lot of ways, the Walgreens Dean's Advisory Council was born out of that groundwork that we had laid many years ago. But fast forward to when our new CEO, Tim Wentworth, joined Walgreens, he had a vision to create a council of pharmacy deans to advise us on the future of community pharmacy. Tim has a really strong admiration and respect for academia. He sees pharmacy deans as true experts and trusted voices within the profession that would really be terrific partners to work with us on advancing the profession. But it also felt very timely. Community pharmacy, as you know, is at a crossroads today. There has been declining interest in pharmacy careers, really tied to some of the systemic issues, such as reimbursement decline and healthcare burnout. And that highlighted for us the really urgent need for transformative solutions to safeguard the future of the profession and also support the essential role that pharmacists play in healthcare. So we stood this council up, as you said, about a year ago. The council is co-chaired by Angela Kashuba. She is terrific. She's the dean of the University of North Carolina School of Pharmacy. We then have deans representing 14 schools and colleges of pharmacy from across the country, in addition to a few other leaders from other academic organizations, including the American Association of Colleges of Pharmacy. And now we're a year in. They've been a terrific group for us to work with. They worked really, really hard to dig into our work, advise us on how to improve our practices, and in turn benefit the profession as a whole.
That's excellent. So you touched a little bit upon the next question. What are the crucial goals, as you see it, of this council?
The council's not just about Walgreens. It's about transforming the entire pharmacy industry. And while we're not trying to boil the ocean, other organizations like AACP and APHA are doing the incredible work for the profession as a whole. We know that changes that we make at Walgreens and changes we made historically can move the market, either positively or negatively. And so we're really diligent in making changes that are right, not only for our pharmacists and our patients, but knowing that those changes can make impacts on the entire profession. So by working with academic institutions, we're helping set the stage for systemic changes that can benefit all pharmacists and the patients they serve. The council, getting back to your question, is rooted in a few main objectives. So first, advocating for the reimbursement model and evolving the community pharmacy business model. Again, this is the root of many of the challenges pharmacies face today. Pharmacies are not being fairly reimbursed for their services. It's leading in some part to pharmacy closures. So how can we partner together to push for things like reimbursement reform, but also reimagining the practice model to allow for pharmacists to do what these deans train them to do, which is providing clinical pharmacy services to their patients. The next is rebuilding the talent pipeline. Pharmacy school enrollment has declined about 35% since its peak in 2018, while at the same time, the demand for pharmacy services continues to increase year over year. So the supply is not meeting the demand for these services. And just in the past few months, for example, we've seen 2 pharmacy schools unfortunately announce that they are going to be closing due to this decline. So it served as a really stark reminder of the significant challenges that we're facing across the profession. And then lastly is elevating community pharmacy as a practice setting of choice. About 60% of pharmacists work in community practice. However, last year, only 38% of grads went into community practice, according to the recent survey results. And so that can lead to patient access issues as that demand for services continues to increase, and potentially even a public health crisis as a result. So really important work that we're doing. And while we've made significant progress over the past year that I'd love to talk more about, there's still a lot of work to do, but we're really proud of what we've accomplished so far in our first year.
Yes, that's a segue into my next question. I was going to hold you to it. What are the new initiatives that you launched, and where do you see these initiatives going? Are there going to be new initiatives?
Yeah. Yeah, I've thought a lot about over the past year what we've accomplished, what we've done, and this partnership council has really started to show its impact. Much of the first year, Sandra, has been spent in laying groundwork, so refining their goals and strategies. The council spent a lot of time not only with our senior leaders, but also with our pharmacists and with our pharmacy technicians. They've conducted countless focus groups and visits to our pharmacies to better understand the challenges and the pain points that they're facing. Deans are typically and obviously generally focused on developing the next generation of talent. And when you combine that with our vast network and our strong relationships, this collaboration has been really a game changer. It's clear that real progress is being made. Really exciting to see how it's influencing the future of pharmacy. And even though much of this year has been laying groundwork, there's actually been a lot of progress made. Some things that we had in flight that they've advised us on, some ideas that we had that they validated, and then some net new ideas that came directly from the council. So some examples and highlights of those. We launched this year, and we've already announced the Walgreens Student Loan 401k Match Program. So that helps students manage their student loan debt while also investing in securing their financial future. Using direct feedback, we enhanced our scholarship program, which is called the Walgreens Pharmacy Educational Assistance Program. And that provides tuition assistance to student pharmacists. And we've increased those awards that can now be up to $40,000. We expanded our existing residency program, which is already the largest community practice residency program in the country. And so we've added 3 more programs to that: Western University, Drake University, and Presbyterian College. We established a brand new pharmacy practice fellowship program. This will be the first and only program of its kind where fellows will spend 2 years working in our home office, rotating through a lot of our corporate support teams, but also spending time in practice working as a pharmacist in our traditional and our specialty pharmacies. So they'll come out after 2 years with really unprecedented experience in all aspects of pharmacy practice and leadership. We launched, as a result of feedback, our patient code of conduct. So this is the first in the industry initiative, which reinforces expectations that our patients must remain kind and respectful as they engage with our pharmacy team members. And again, this came directly from feedback from our pharmacists. We are revamping our introductory and advanced pharmacy practice experiences. They're also known as IPPEs and APPEs. And the focus there is going to be on the evolving practice of pharmacy, emphasizing direct patient care rather than traditional prescription fulfillment, which is where they've been focused on until now. And then the last thing is advocating for state and federal legislation that expands pharmacist scope of practice. So things like the ECAPS bill federally, as well as various state level PBM reform bills to help refine and advance how pharmacists get paid fairly. So lots of exciting work, and we're only a year in.
Now, those are very impressive accomplishments. But what are you hearing from the deans? Can you tell us? They're meeting with the students every day. They're hearing about their hopes, their dreams, their fears. Have they told you anything about that? And is there anything you can say as far as addressing any of those particular fears, hopes, and dreams?
Yeah, wow, I love that question. Today, Sandra, is actually, I didn't tell you this, but today's my 28-year anniversary with Walgreens.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I started as a pharmacy tech just before I decided to go to pharmacy school. I joke around, this is the longest part-time job I've ever had, but it seems like yesterday that I had a lot of these same feelings. Student pharmacists, I think, naturally have a mix of hopes and dreams and fears when it comes to their careers. On one hand, they're really eager to make an impact in healthcare. They see the potential for a very fulfilling and meaningful career. They're driven by the opportunity to make a difference and play a role in patient care. However, clearly they're worried about navigating the changing healthcare landscape, the potential for burnout, and all the financial burdens associated with pursuing a degree such as a PharmD. Many are also uncertain about job security and career progression, especially with the evolving role of pharmacists in healthcare, which is why we've been pushing hard to drive this meaningful change in pharmacy reimbursement. So both Walgreens and the council are working closely together to address these feelings by fostering an environment that supports not only their career development, but also their professional growth. Through the hands-on experience we can provide them and opportunities to engage in really different areas of pharmacy practice that we touch, we want to help students feel more prepared and more confident in their careers. And I think we're starting to see some green shoots already. There was a study recently published in the Journal of the American Pharmacists Association, and it found that since 2022, more graduating pharmacists are feeling positive toward their career, which is incredible to hear. It was on the decline for a while, and that is now reversed. Another thing that we saw recently, there's a pharmacy school applicant report every year that reports out on the number of applicants. So this year's report found that we're seeing a trend reversal in pharmacy school applications. There was actually a 9% increase from the bottom, which was in 2022. So I think this is all evidence that we may have found the bottom as it relates to applications as well as pharmacists' view of the profession. We certainly don't deserve the credit here. However, I do believe that the efforts we're making internally here at Walgreens, like I said earlier, we have the ability to move the market because of our size and scale. So between that and the work we're doing with industry stakeholders, I think that's a really significant piece of the favorable results we're seeing today. And both myself and the council are looking forward to continuing to build on this momentum. As you know, Sandra, I'm a third-generation pharmacist. I'm also married to a pharmacist, so this has become very personal to me to ensure that this incredible profession that we're a part of, that my uncle and my dad and my wife all walked into, continues to thrive for generations to come. So it's really, really exciting work that we're doing.
Sounds like the future is very rosy. I'm so glad to hear about all of these accomplishments. And I'm going to hold you to coming back and telling us more when more initiatives are created and, when you go after some more problems and share all the solutions with us.
I'd be happy to come back anytime and speak with you.
Terrific. And congratulations again on your anniversary.
Thank you, Sandra.